Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It is a beautiful day. It's Monday. It's June 9th. It's sunny out, and we're ready for a great show today, guys. Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609, The Booger Show. And we got a lot of good things to talk about today, folks. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, all our military friends, all our veterans, and mostly dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show. It's Ocean's Pit, Monday to Friday at noon. It's showtime. Let's go to work. Thank you, Richie from Seventh Heaven, for that great little intro. Hey, guys, how we doing today? And let's get right to business. Hardware, Ace is the place, buy local, shop local. That's right, with two brand new locations joining the JRC Ace Hardware team, one in Fox River Grove, Illinois, and Richmond now, Illinois. That's right now, folks. Now, flowers are now 75% off. All live, 75% off at all your JRC Ace Hardware locations while supplies last. And through the month of January 24th, get a free 5 amp hour battery. That's a $299 value and save an additional $100 when you buy an Ego lawnmower model. Overall, that's $399 savings plus free assembly and delivery. Or save $30 and get a free 2.5 amp hour battery, $179 value when you buy either an Ego 16 string trimmer or a FFM leaf blower. Less noise, less maintenance, and all the Ego batteries are comparable with the Ego. Plus, buy 3 pleated basic furnace filters and get 1 free. That's enough to get you up for the whole full year. And their nationwide grilling event is going to happen at the Norwich location on Saturday, June 28th from 11 to 2. They'll be barbecuing burgers, brats, and dogs out in the parking lot. Special where folks from 11 to 2. From 12 to 1, Tony Ocean and Jerry Jans will be performing live in the parking lot at the Ace Hardware stores. And guys, don't forget to tell them to grill your ace off. That's right, grill your ace off with all your grill purchases at the JRC Ace Hardware stores. Buying local, shopping local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. What a weekend we had, and I hope you had an incredible weekend, folks. But before we start off, let's see who's actually watching us today. Okay, Albert. What's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Ryan Lewis, I smell fish cooking. Now, after the pit from Mr. Provenzano, yes, we will be kicking. Jeffy, how's buddy? And wrapping up the end of his tour. So, Jeff, I hope you know what's shaking there. Ronnie B, Kathy Ippolito, Chicago. Buddy, I see you out there, buddy. I hope to see you at one of the shows soon. Hope you're feeling better. Todd, I hope you're doing well. Lilia, nice to see you, and Kathy as well. All right, so what do we talk about so much? Let's start off with Friday Steakhouse. Jim, I just want to say it was great seeing Julie, Tony Toto celebrating their 38 years of marriage. They came out and seen the show on Friday night. It was great seeing them. It was very cool, man. Seeing my friend Debbie there and Nina, thank you all. And Dave Calderon, great job giving up there and singing. My buddy Kevin Birkin from California. So Friday, it was a great time, folks. Thank you all there. There's my buddy Dave Yeet. Did you watch it? Money in the Bank, David. Did you watch it? Yeet. Another great day Friday night. Dick, it was great seeing you too, my friend. Erica, I hope, did you buy a condo? No, Erica, I did not buy a condo. I was playing in Lake Geneva. There's my Daniel. How you doing, Daniel? Nozak, Jeanette, Joanne, Sandra. Welcome, guys. Saturday, we were at the National Resort Country Club in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Architect, Lake Geneva Magazine, and my buddy, I want to thank Ron Geeman, Cowboy Bob Ron, and Julie Gardner putting this thing together. And what they were doing was, folks, they were taking golf carts and they were showing people home so you could live at the Geneva National Resort. And afterwards, we were doing the show. We had about 80, 90 people there that showed up, and they stayed for the show. And it was great seeing everyone. I want to thank, special thank you to my friend Mary and Mike, who came all the way from Chicago, which was very nice for you guys to show up, and Jill and Mike and everybody that was showing up there. But it was great seeing all those people there. I had no clue what it was going to be like, but they stayed and they enjoyed the event and they danced all night long, and that was at the Geneva National. And the band was on fire. I want to thank Ronald, and I want to thank Miggy on guitar. He did a great job. And, of course, Double T putting everything together on that. And Dante, a great keyboard player in Chicago, thank you for putting that band together for me for Saturday. So it was a – and then Sunday we ended up at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada. His mom and dad got, of course, the Shmeka family and the Brisi family. So they had about 60 people at the Speakeasy. So thank you guys for coming out and picking Sunday to come and see me. So it was very cool seeing Nina. Also, thank you. Hope you got your T-shirt. Hope you liked your T-shirt. And great. Folks, absolute small plane crash. One person has died, with other people are injured. So our prayers go out to that. Really looks bad in LA. Yeah, listen, LA, Los Angeles, California. Let me tell you something. Let the liberals burn each other to death. I mean, what's going on with these riots? First, I mean, remember years ago, 2020 was in Chicago. Now it's in LA. It's getting bad. It's getting out of hand. And hopefully Gavin Newsom, whatever, the governor, can get his hands around these things and actually do something to help those poor innocent people in Los Angeles that are getting involved in stuff, or not even just in the crossfire of everything that's going on over there. Horrible, horrible what's going on in Los Angeles. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, making waves, waving their flags. Send them all back. Yeah, that's it. Send them all back. Unbelievable what's happening in Los Angeles. I pray for those people. I really do. And also, we found out over the weekend, Officer Riviera, the police officer that was shot by accident by a fellow police officer and left the screen, supposedly by accident. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of investigation in that. Our prayers are up to the Riviera family. Horrible when you heard that story. It's just horrible. Supposedly was done on accident, and then he left the police officer there. I don't know all the details. I'm sure there's going to be more details coming out of that. Just crazy. Anarchist is right, Ellie. Anarchists, it's right. That's a perfect word for it over there in L.A. Tomorrow's two for Tuesday. Carol Brandolina will be with us, folks. Wednesday, I got my friend Allie. For all you people who love yoga, she is an expert at yoga, and she's going to be teaching you guys if you're interested in doing yoga And what's involved in this, I know it seems very complicated, but my friend Allie will be on Wednesday talking about yoga. So make sure it's going to be another health show on Wednesday, folks. Also, this past weekend was Festa della Repubblica in Italy, in Rome. In 1946, Italy became part of the Republic. So it was a big party over there in Rome for Italy, celebrating this great event, folks. So some other stories we got over here. Let's get to some other ones here. Doug Rich, a 55-year-old man, finds out he's only got like months to live. So what does this gentleman do, knowing that you only have 6 months to live? Now, he could have went on an island. He could have went on a trip. He could have did whatever he was going to do. But this is exactly what he did. Keith, how you doing? Jill, how you doing, my friend? Here's what he did. With his a couple months that he still had to live, that he has to live, after they told him he's only got months to live, his option right now, his better yet, his plan is to go to every 50 states and do good deeds for people. This is what he chose to do with the end of his life. He could have just sat back. He could have just did crazy things, right? But he decided to go to the 50 states, visit every 50 state, and do a good deed. So our prayers and kudos to a man who's dying at the age of 55 years old with months to live. Doug Rich decided to do this, and pray to him. There's my buddy Ricky Sorcy. Rick, great seeing you and Kathy and the band over there. Thank you so much, buddy. We had a great time. I appreciate that. Ricky, I hope you're doing well. Rick, hope you had a good afternoon, buddy. Jason, what's up? Fontainebleau, Las Vegas poolside. My jeweler, Jason. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for asking again. As you noticed, a couple of weeks back, she having some heart murmur problems, and they put the thing they told her to put on her chest so they can record it while it was happening. She's supposed to push the button every time she's feeling this. But she sent it in, and the results are good, and everything is good. So thank you again, Rick, for asking. You're watching Ocean's Pit, folks. We're just going down the stories. There was a rock band called the Electric Prunes. I never heard of them, folks, but obviously they've been around, and they do have a cult following. James Lowe, one of the original members of the band, died at the age of 82 years old. For any Electric Prune fans out there. All right. Used to collect. Jim Irwin, what's up, buddy? TNT is in the house and doing all AC/DC and more. Jim, I'm sorry I lost about one of your other players. I guess one of the guitar players who played Ace Frehley, right? I think he passed away, so I'm sorry for your loss in your band there, buddy. So you collect baseball cards, or you collect anything that's old, baseball cards, magazines, whatever you guys are collecting, right? People do love collecting. There's Patrice. How you doing, my dear? The Holmes Wagner baseball card, the T206. He was a baseball player. It's going to run for millions of dollars. This is like a real rookie card from the early 30s. It's amazing sometimes. Oh, the guy who plays Paul Stanley. All right, Jim. Sorry about that. You play Ace, if I'm correct, in the other AC/DC band, the Kiss band you have. That's right. So I'm, if you check it out, if you've got baseball cards, check them out, man. Some of them can be worth a hell of a lot of money. I had too much a dream last night. Electric Prunes. Thank you, Boyd. I no clue. I didn't know what. I've heard of the band. I've heard the name of the band, but I couldn't tell you what they sing. But thank you for clarifying that, buddy. So check that out, man. Some of these baseball cards could be worth a lot of money. Like rare ones, condition ones, rookie cards in good condition, in the plastic, and make sure they're graded, because you can make yourself a lot of money. In the wrestling world, the one and only, Nature Boy Ric Flair, my favorite wrestler of all time, just went on social media saying that he's diagnosed with skin cancer. Ric Flair has been through two. If you ever follow his life, besides his flying and profiling and women and drinks and booze and everything else he was doing, he survived 2 plane crashes. This guy, all the years of substance abuse and everything that he went through, and now he gets skin cancer. So our prayers to the great legendary Ric Flair, and I hope the unstoppable. I hope they can take care of Rick, because we still need Rick around. Even though he's not wrestling, Rick is still out there, Slick Rick, doing what he's doing. So I think it's very important. West Nile mosquitoes. It's time, folks. They tested positive in the McHenry area, the West Nile virus, the mosquitoes, on June 2nd. So you got to be careful. That West Nile stuff is a very serious thing, man. I had 2 friends of mine. 2 of them ended up in wheelchairs. One of them passed away. So it's some serious shit. Yeah, he's like the Keith Richards, right, Jimmy? He's like the Keith Richards, sending prayers to Slick Rick. Absolutely. All right, what else we got here, folks? We're trying to figure out. Oh, another shooting. A 22-year-old man was stabbed in Brighton Park over the weekend on Fox News. It's just one bad thing after another. It just doesn't get. I wish I could get. There is some good news, folks. Former FBI Director James Comey was taken into custody by the U.S. Security for all the Russian hoax and bullshit media leaks and everything that he was doing. Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. I hope this guy goes down and fries. That's what he belongs. James Comey. Bye-bye. All right, folks. Concert tickets to go see your favorite bands. And I'm not talking about the local bands. I'm talking about, big bands. The concerts and some of these tickets, like $300 plus a ticket, one ticket. And that's low. That's the low price, between $250 and $300 plus per ticket to see concerts is insane. And it's not even guaranteed. It's not even guaranteed great seats. I don't know what's going on. And Americans are paying for this. They're paying for this. Some of these guys are taking credit cards out, paying for the ticket, and make monthly payments on it because they want to see these bands. I don't know, man. I remember paying maybe $1,000 to see Sinatra. One time that I've seen him a lot of times, but that was the one time I paid to get close. But that's insane what they're paying these for tickets. And who can afford them these days? And I don't know how the young kids are doing them. I have no idea. Buy the grass tickets. Albert, that's not a bad idea. How close do you want to get? Even if you're in the first 3-4 rows and your neck is up like this, after 3 hours, you're going to walk around like this anyway. So when you go to a movie theater, you don't want to sit in the first row, right? But to pay all this money, National Iceland Day, that's on my bucket list. South Africa, Iceland, there's a lot of places on my bucket list. Scotland, which I haven't been to. There's a lot of places. So National Iceland Day today. Also, it's National Donut Day. And there's probably some people that shouldn't be eating donuts anyway. So when the summer's out and you start seeing these people now with the shorts on and stuff like that, you shouldn't be eating donuts, folks, or whatever else you're eating. And I'm not talking about, you see them, stuff just hanging out. It's like, what the hell? There's even ways for people that are bigger that you can buy bigger clothes and you can make yourself look at least, presentable. Is it crazy or what? Another small plane crash in Tennessee. Why so many airplanes? It's the pilot or malfunction of these planes crashing. Jeanette, I don't know anymore. I don't know. To be honest with you, it's happening a lot. It's almost like once a week, and now it's happening somewhere. Jeanette, I hope you're well. Dennis, What's up, brother? Lake Geneva, my pal. What's going on? Albert, the screens are closed. So if you get grass seats, and they do have the big screens, well, then you might as well, or wait for pay-per-view and get it to concert at home. $27 or $30, whatever it is. You can sit at home. You got your beverages, you got your snacks, you got your food, you got your favorite recliner. Maybe do that. Not a bad idea. Los Angeles fan hit concrete. It's a joke. Hit the back-to-back, but cracked concrete fractured rib cost $100 million. Woo! Ryan Lewis. That's good news there, buddy. All right, so watch yourself when you're trying to spend money on all that crazy stuff out there. Are you ready for this for all you football fans out there? The NFL, that's right. Aaron Rodgers has signed a deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers, playing quarterback, folks. Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers. And one of the Sunday night games is going to be happening, folks. He's going to be facing the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love. That is going to be one big watched football game. Sunday night, it's going to be happening on one of the Sunday night football games. Pittsburgh Steelers with Aaron Rodgers against Jordan Love's Green Bay Packers. His protege. Will the student beat the teacher, or will the teacher beat the student? I still like Aaron Rodgers. I just did. I'm not as great as Brett Favre. Brett Favre is the GOAT. But, he's a little messed up in his head. But who is it these days? I think we're all a little stunad, if you know what I mean. Now, we're talking about fishing. Ronnie B caught some good big ones, Betty, and we've been going out. I have not hit, just to let you guys know, I have not hit my special ponds yet because it's not warm enough. So I'm waiting to hit my special ponds. So I've been going to different ponds and fishing and catching, little small bad stuff. Like today, this morning we fished. Caught about 10 crappie, small ones, bluegill. But as you know, for you people that are fishing, if you do fish, you need a license to fish. But not this past Saturday, June 7th, was free fishing day in the state of Illinois. That means that's the day and the only day that you can actually fish without a license. And they're letting you do it for one day. But I have a license. I also have a Wisconsin license. So if any of you guys out there have one of your ponds in the backyard somewhere, like, sometimes you live in a property where they have ponds, but you can only fish there if you live there. If you have ponds there, I'd love to park in your driveway and go fishing by you guys. I'm always looking for different spots. So if you have any spots you recommend, private message me, or you got my number, text me and let me know, and that'd be great. Paul, rather had an Al Bundy on the Steelers quarterback than a nut job Rodgers. Well, Paul, you might be right, brother. You might be right. But I got a feeling this time he's got something to prove, Paul. I think if he's going to go out, he's got to try to do the best he can. So I hope he's got something to prove, maybe for his legacy. So it's already kind of ruined already because of his head, the head case that he is. But I think that's why he's going to do it one more year and see what happens, So we'll have to see. It would be a good game to watch, though, against him and Jordan Love and the Packers. So that'd be very interesting. All right, we got a busy week coming up, folks. Tomorrow, with some of our outdoor festivals is going to happen, folks. We got 3 this week. First of all, we'll be at Pronto's in Glendale Heights this Wednesday on the 11th, outside with Jerry Jams. That's a 7 o'clock hit. Great pizza, great food. Come on out. Big, nice patio. And then Thursday on the 12th, will be at Pasta Mia, another big, nice patio in Bartlett. That's going to be me and Double T Tony Toto. That's a 7 o'clock hit on Thursday. Friday, we're returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse at 8 o'clock. Saturday, Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Lyric Theater in Blue Island. The Lyric Theater in Blue Island this Saturday, the 14th. We love playing that place. We sell it out all the time, so we're excited to be back. And then Sunday, it's Road Trip, a nice big festival in Dubuque, Iowa, with Ocean's Rat Pack. We're excited to be out there doing one of their festivals. If Aaron Rodgers played for the Bears, those fans would love him. Instead, he owns the Bears. Good point. He still owns the Bears. You're absolutely right. So that's one thing that he has over those Bears fans. And if he became a Bear, they would love him. Oh, we love him. Just like they did how they booed and they booed and they booed and they booed Dennis Rodman when he was a Piston. And the minute he changed his uniform and went to the Bulls, oh, he's the greatest player ever. That's Chicago fans for you, unfortunately. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Ocean's Pit, that's right. How about time for a commercial, folks? Our good friends from Real Estate at its finest. Mary Grievous, just don't call me when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact me when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent. M. Grievous at StarkRE.com. And Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. Available assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. Give her a call today at 630-688-1725. And Mary also books the NTD Vacations. And that means the Chicago Music Cruise 2026. We already had 2. This is number 3. And it's going to happen, folks, January 17th through January 25th. 2026 on a brand new ship called the MSC World America, privately owned ship, an Italian owned ship. It's going to be fantastic. It's 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, 7 nights. Miami, we'll start off in Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Costa Rica, and Ocean Cay, a private island owned by World America. Go to Chicago musiccruise.com. Tell them Tony O sent you, or pick up the phone and call Mary at 630-688-1725 and say, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean. It's going to be Tony Ocean, the main event band, and of course, Seventh Heaven. And there'll be more bands joining us, but right now, this is what we got on the list. So, going to be a lot of fun when I'm with those guys. Love Seventh Heaven, love their fan base. They're great people. Richie's one of the best, hardest working guys I know next to me out there. So it's going to be, I'm honored to be with them again and his whole team, Mary and Jeff and everybody, Paula and everybody. They do a great job. So anyway, hope you guys join us on the cruise. Let's get to some more. What do we got here? Yeah, let's see. Time to bring out Chicago fans love to hate, right? We can't wait for the January cruise. Paul, I can't wait either, brother. It's going to be a good one. New ship. We're excited about that. So, all right, let's get to some headlines, folks. We got a lot of headlines, and you hear crazy stories. Here's one that you probably heard before, maybe not. Gospel singer walks again. After 22 years in a wheelchair, God still heals today. I believe the power of God. We do need that, man. Now, listen, I think we always should pray to God. We don't have to go to church. If you have to go to church, don't go to church. Do whatever you have to do to speak or try to get in, get your prayers out to God. I believe there is miracles, man. I think the reason why I'm here and what I have is because of God. I'm not going to sit here and praise to you guys and preach to you because I'm very far from doing that. But I'm sure he can do miracles. And according to Delta Knox, a gospel singer who had been paralyzed from the waist down for 22 years due to a devastating car accident, shocked the world when she miraculously stood and walked during a revival meeting in 2010. For over 2 decades, she faithfully ministered from her wheelchair, never losing hope that God would heal her. That hope became reality after a series of powerful prayers and worship during the Bay Revival in Mobile, Alabama. Della began to feel sensation in her legs. Surrounded by the believers, she stood up on her feet and took the few steps. You can believe it or not. But I do believe some of these stories. I do believe in prayer. And I think this day and age, I think we all need it. So I think it's important. Yeah, so just crazy. How about this, folks? See all these great stories that we have that happened other parts of the United States. And just crazy. This is in the Netherlands. The employees that live in the Netherlands can be absent up to 2 years while receiving 70% of their salary as sick pay. In the Netherlands, employees can receive at least 70% of their salary for up to 2 years if they're unable to work due to an illness. The first-year employees must top this up to meet minimum wage if needed, but not in the second year. Many employers offer more generous terms, often paying full salary eventually. And both parties must actively work on recognition, and after 2 years, employees may apply for disability benefits if still unfit to work. Pretty cool. Pretty cool if that stuff happens. Carol, how are you doing, my friend? I'd go to church, the Church of Tony O. Well, God bless you. Pat Lanzini from Highwood. There's Gina. How you doing? Congratulations on somebody got married this weekend. So congratulations to you and your family there, Gina. All right. Every symptom, there's a cure for, or what they tell you to take to make you feel better. Here's just a couple there. Fatigue, B12. Weak immunity, vitamin C. Bone pain or fractures, vitamin D. Poor vision, vitamin A. I need to start taking that. Muscle cramps, vitamin E. Slow wound healing, vitamin C. Hair loss, vitamin B7. That ain't coming back. Depression or mood swings, vitamin D. Tingling or numbness, vitamin B6. Dry skin, vitamin E. Poor memory, vitamin B12. Cold, zinc, vitamin C. We know that one. Bleeding gums, go to a dentist. No, vitamin C. Brittle nails, iron. Yeah, so there's some stuff that we kind of know already. But if some of these things start to get a little too out of place, you might well definitely go to the doctor. Make an appointment. Doctor, dentist, whatever it is. Okay, so you want to make $66,500 a year to load bags. Delta's ramp pay surprises some. You see that? You get off the plane, you see these guys unloading the bags from the plane to the carts and vice versa. Wow, $66,000 a year. Delta baggage handlers, often known as ramp agents, aren't just tossing suitcases for peanuts. As of 2025, base pay now starts at $19 an hour, thanks to Delta's latest minimum wage hike across U.S. operations. But that's just on the floor. According to PayScale and Glassdoor, average hourly earnings range between $20 to $21 an hour, with experienced agents pulling up to $32 an hour. That puts an annual earnings top-tier ramp workers around $66,000 a year, not counting overtime and bonuses. They can make an extra $40,000 with the overtime and the bonuses. Pretty cool. If they're hiring, that's the way to go. Okay. I love these stories. Almost 5,000 people waited in line for hours to see if they were a donor to match to help to save a life of a 5-year-old. Wow, nearly 5,000 people lined up, and many in the rain, to be tested as potential stem cell donors for a 5-year-old boy named Oscar Sackley Lee, who was diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia. It was a desperate effort to find a match for Oscar, who needed a bone marrow transplant within 3 months. The match was found, and Oscar had a successful transplant. Now he's been more than cancer-free for the last 2 years. And recently, the guy who gave him that matched him now is a big brother. That's another thing of God doing his work. That I believe, man. People stand in line to help that. I think it's very, very cool. Oh, they do fly for free, Francine. A good point. Man steals $122 million from Facebook and Google by simply sending them random bills. And they paid it. Oh, my God. Listen to this. Ivelis Rabakanas from Lithuania defraud Google and Facebook. Wow. Of $120 million between 2013 and 2015 by impersonating a Quanta computer using fake emails to wire funds to his accounts. He was arrested in 2017, pleaded guilty wire fraud in 2019, receiving a 5-year sentence in order to pay $76.2 million back. You play with the devil, man. It's going to catch up to you, whether you believe it or not, folks. It's going to happen. So you have to be very, very careful out there, man. There's a guy right now, according to wealthypot.com, no law. There's no actual state law that requires you to pay taxes. Wealthypot.com. That's wealthypot.com. You might want to look into that. Man reveals there's no law that requires you to pay taxes. I bet everybody's going to Google that and see. I mean, everybody, they say what you have to do, you're guaranteed taxes and dying. That's only 2 things you're guaranteed in life. Wouldn't that be something? Talking about Big Pharma, well, they're doing it again, folks. All they keep doing is robbing those poor sick people and robbing the people with all these. The prices of stuff that when you stay in an overnight stay in the hospital. Hospitals in the United States charge $700 for an IV bag or a sterile salt water that costs up to $2 to produce. Hospital in the U.S. can charge up to $700 for a single IV bag of sterling saline, despite its cost being $1 or $2 to manufacture. This price difference is due to complex billing practices, markups, administrative costs, raising concerns. I mean, just one thing after another to screw the American people and to screw the sick people. Is this insane? Daryl Armstrong, the professor. Double T, Tony Toto. Great job this weekend, my brother. We finally found out, and this will be the last time I talk about Boyd. This will be the last time I mention anything about former President Joe Biden. But this is interesting, folks. Hot news. Hot news off a Mindset of the Truth. This is on Instagram. Elizabeth Warren control the auto pen during the Biden administration. Claims White House, AI, and crypto czar David Sachs. Who was making all those judgments? Signing Elizabeth Warren. Now, of course, they haven't proved it, and we don't know if that's true or not. But, just the point that they have to keep bringing this stuff up all the time. But that will be the last time I bring it up until something actually comes out that's for sure. But you keep throwing stuff against the wall, eventually it's going to break. So we'll see. Insurances don't pay those prices. I see my readouts every month. There you go, Albert. How much you should do? Oh, wait, what is it here? Forget about that one. Telling you how to walk, how many times to pay. Procter & Gamble said we'll cut 7,000 jobs over the next 2 years, according to CBS News. Buildings, companies. How about this air, folks? Air quality around the world. Jesus Christ. In Chicago, unhealthy, 160. Chile, 176. Detroit, 166. Bangladesh, 160. Uganda, 152. The air is very unhealthy. Careful out there. Your dogs, your pets, if you have a COPD, even for the elder people, or just people in general. And I'm out there all the time fishing. So what the hell am I breathing? Oh. Right? And we were just talking about Joe Biden again when they was on The View. Former President Bill Clinton was on The View, if you watched it. He insists that former President Joe Biden's mind was completely clear and completely healthy when he was in the White House. Of course, it's another Democrat supporting his fellow right, David? I think you might have posted that. That's not saying much from a man that got a blowjob in the Oval Office. So there, I like that one. That's good. And finally, folks, oh yeah, the Canada wildfires are horrible. Frankie Seta. Hey, Frankie, great seeing you and Chrissy on Saturday. Thank you for stopping by after your gig. I do appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Well, you know what? You're right. Sometimes you don't know. Why bring it up? Because it makes me feel good, to be totally honest with you. Because something wasn't right there. So just in my head, like you ever sit down with somebody and go, I got a feeling, but you still mention it anyway, even though you don't know the truth. That does happen. That's just life. I guess that's just us being human. Maybe. I probably wouldn't think so much of it if I didn't have this show. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Donald Trump, of course, in the news again, President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. A lot of people saying it's a ploy. We'll see what happens. It seems like they're going to sit down now and be nicey-nicey to each other. But this, of course, Elon Musk made a claim that President Donald Trump was on Epstein's island. That's why he says they're not releasing the files. Breaking news, Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, David Schoen, who's the lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein, reveals that Trump was not on Epstein's client list. I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense and as criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can absolutely say and definitely say that no information to hurt President Trump. This was from Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, David Schoen. Again, who's on that list? Who isn't on that list? Will we ever know? I don't know. New York Post. A lot of good movies. I'm hoping there's some good movies coming out. I know we got another Jurassic Park coming out, Rebirth, in July. I'm looking forward to seeing that. There's a couple. There's one right here that's really good. Christian Bale is playing It's Christian Bale, Al Davis, the owner of the Oakland Raiders football team. And very cool seeing Nicolas Cage playing Joe Madden in the brand new Madden movie. Pretty cool. Look at Christian Bale, man. He looks just like Al Davis. This is Al Davis on this side, right? I can't wait to see this. Ballerina's a good action one. I got Jeff. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Susan, I hope you're doing well. You, Boyd, you did it again. That's a good one. Usually when I got a feeling, it's gas or heartburn. I love it. I'm telling you, man, Boyd, you should be making like those Hallmark cards. You'd be making a fortune of those. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that movie called The Dark Knight. I'm sorry. It's called Madden. Coming out June 4th. So it's coming out. This was out last week. So I can't wait to see that. I think it's going to be cool. All right. Pillows or pillowcases. They say they have a lot of germs in pillowcases. How often should you be cleaning or changing pillowcases? This is interesting. Putting pillows under sunlight once a week naturally sterilizes them by the UV rays. Still wash your pillowcases, but I believe it. I believe that they can work. We were just talking about the other story when a guy needed a marrow transplant, the kid did, and all those people stood up and tried to find out, showed up in line and stuff like that, right, to help this boy. Here's another story. There's a 6-year-old boy who loved motorcycles so much, he got cancer. And his parents online said if anyone could ride by their house and cheer him up and make the kid happy. Would you believe 20,000 bikers rode past his house? A 6-year-old boy battling cancer had his wish granted to see bikers drive by his house one last time. A large group of motorcycle enthusiasts organized by local bike clubs, 20,000 bikers showed up for this last glimpse for this kid to see that. There's a lot of good in this world, folks. Even though always hear about the bad, there's a lot of good. Just 2 good stories today. Uh, just good stuff. Makes you feel good. Really does. Makes you feel like there's a little hope. It might be little, but it makes you feel like hope. Florida Governor DeSantis on his proposal to remove property taxes. Why I'm still paying for something I already bought. You should own your property, flee, and clear. I truly believe, and not only should Florida, kudos for the governor of Florida to come up with this, but I believe this should be statewide. Statewide. If you bought the home and it is paid for, why keep being taxed on something you already bought? It's crazy. Jeff, how you doing? Yeah, Red, what is it? I bought the UA Light with remote. Works great. Oh, thank you, Dave. There you go. Go Red Sox and Thunder. Jeff, on that one. Screw your Red Sox. And my Yankees won yesterday, by the way. Aaron Rodgers, home run, baby. I mean, Aaron Judd, home run, baby. Tony, heard fan throwing ball. What's wrong with these people? They're throwing it. Yeah, what are you going to do? They throw the ball back. It happens. People at a ball game, once they start drinking. I'm just trying to go through some stories. Here's something I don't get. But, I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this for tomorrow, some of this stuff. Okay. This is interesting. Love this quote by Amy Poehler. The more I like you, the more I'll tease you. Manners are for people we don't know. Now, when you got a buddy or a family member and you always give each other shit, you always make fun of, it's just busting balls, as we say. And I think that's important to bust balls with your friends or maybe some of your family. I mean, it shows love in a way, shows that you care. I mean, it's provided it's respectful. But, there's like the playing with each other. I think it's really cool. So, and maybe you're right. Maybe just around strangers, maybe be a little bit more polite and manners, right? Because we might burp in front of your friend, or you might fart in front of your friend, or whatever the hell it is, ball buster, four eyes, or call them names, or, everybody's got a nickname, like if he's got a one leg, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So, like I can do a buddy. My name's Frankie the Hat. You call him Frankie the Hat, or whatever. Or the guy who lisps, you call him Lisp, or whatever. It's just part of getting along with people. So I think it's kind of cool to keep that. Sometimes people need to be a little bit more loose and not being so tight. You know what I mean? Tom Hanks, whether you like him or not. I like this quote. I like him as an actor. I'm not sure about his political beliefs, but that doesn't make a difference to me. But as an actor, I like him. And this one he said was pretty cool. It's good to look young again. It's not great to be young again. I don't want to be young again, to be totally honest with you. So I guess when you're trying to get to a certain age, you try to look as young as you can, get some, the eyes, get some stuff on your forehead or whatever, maybe hair, teeth, or whatever it is, right? Cool, better glasses. I'm looking for better glasses. I feel like Tom Arnold. But what I'm trying to say is it's good to look young again. It's not that great to be young again. I do like that quote by Tom Hanks. Hooters in trouble again, eruptively closing dozens of locations after filing for bankruptcy. How many times has Hooters went bankrupt? And let's be honest. I mean, the wings are good, but, I don't know. When it first came out, it was something different. People still go there. Ooh, let's go to Hooters, if they have a good sense of humor, right? As always have a good sense of humor. Thank you, T, for that. I think it's important. Let's get to another sponsor. How about a company that will do you justice, folks, and do it right, especially this time of year? We're talking about Jack Vanna Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design, service, installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. So call my buddy Tommy at 847-432 5266 and tell them Tony O sent you. That's Jack Vena Landscaping. And folks, we're also time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute, brought to you by the JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Today's weather for June 9th. It's 70 degrees out there right now, folks. Feels like it's about 76. It is sunny out there, folks. 52% humidity, about 10-mile-an-hour winds. That is the weather today, June 9th, Monday, brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. More gigs coming up, folks, on the 17th, Tuesday, which I think is next Tuesday. We will be, folks, at the Tap House Grill in Lamont. My buddy Dan Nozak is does a fundraiser for dogs a couple times a year. It's going to be the Tap House Grill. I think it's $10 to get in, and all the money goes to the dog proceeds for the dogs, for our man's best friend, for our family members. Ron Setta, Stephanie Lemon-Bergner, yours truly, Ron Starr. It's going to be a lot of fun, and all the money goes for the dogs. Tap House Grill in Lamont, that's Tuesday the 17th. On the 19th, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Lisa P. and Jerry Jams. That's a 7 o'clock hit. On the 21st of June, we'll be at the Getaway in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, the French Country Inn. I'm excited. Me and Double T, Tony Toto, and Jerry Jams. On the 22nd, we'll be at the Backyard Marina in Johnsburg with Lisa P. and Jerry Jams. Excited about that. And then returning to Johnny's Kitchen and Tap in Glenview by popular demand. We'll be back there on June 28th. And then June 22nd, Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Concert in the Park in Burr Ridge, Illinois. Outside, good stuff. It's a good day today, folks, and I hope you guys are having one. We still got time. We got some other stuff to talk about. Our mayor of Chicago. This mayor is worse than the last one, Lori Lightfoot. I never thought I'd say this. I would never thought I found someone worse than Lightfoot. This guy is horrible. Chicago mayor supports grocery tax and helps the the S1B plus city deficit. I mean, what's he trying to do to the city of Chicago? Grocery tax up. Everything's going up. Oh, just because it's in the city doesn't mean it doesn't affect the suburbs, because in some ways it does. Boyd, and I know that, brother, and I appreciate that because we need that busting. I think it's a very good point. 108 in Arizona, humidity 12%. Love it. Susan, 108. Susan, I hope you're doing well. We're going to be in Arizona, folks. That's right, at a restaurant called Dolce, October 2nd in Scottsdale, Arizona. So tell everybody, hey, there's Yolanda. I'm happy the way I am. You can't look young when you're old. Just accept it. That's life, as Frank Sinatra said. Good one. People will shop outside Chicago. We'll fuck things up in Chicago. You're right. For all you soccer fans, we got some good news. I'm never really into soccer, but hey, great news. Chicago soccer fans, a brand new 22,000-seat stadium is expected to be ready before 2028 MLSC season, the MLS season. Owner, chairman, Chicago Fire Football Club, since 2008, Joe Menacito, built this business, family, and his life, and now they're going to put a giant stadium for soccer. Very, very cool. Yes, the huge racist. Yeah, he is pretty bad. And he's pretty bad over there. I hope this is fake news. Can anybody confirm this? Our governor, J.B. Pritzker, has issued an effective order that restricts the collection of sharing of autism-related data, creating a major obstacle in RFK Jr.'s efforts to uncover the root cause for this condition. Would Pritzker be that low? Yes. I don't know that myself personally, but having a good friend in your life who has turned into family without a birth certificate is one of the great life's treasures. I do believe that. We all know, folks, that we have friends out there that are more closer than family, right? We can't pick our family. And I've heard it all the time. It's pretty cool. Tony O, what's up, brother? Tony, I got a gig for you. I think it's September 20th with me on a float. Give me a call or give me a text. Mel, Steve, how are you doing? Hello. So Tony O, go see you, Tony. Great DJ in the Chicagoland area. I think I got a gig for you, with me. So private message me. JB Shitster canceled the 1% tax that used to go to the multi-list in Schaumburg. Had to see that, Jeff? And you would know because Jeff works for the September Fest in Schaumburg. And that's why I say they get no funding there. Schaumburg, they have to come up with their own money for that. So, yeah, the world record for playing video games without a break. The Guinness World Record for the longest video game marathon is 138 hours and 34 seconds, achieved by Carrie Shedicki, a teacher from California. She accomplished this feat by playing Just Dance for 138 hours and 34 seconds straight. How did she eat? How did she go to the bathroom? Interesting. Oh, my God. Las Vegas. I haven't been there since we played there at the Riviera 2000. Las Vegas is so brightly lit at night that it's the brightest spot on Earth visible from space. Las Vegas is so brightly lit at night that it's brighter spot on Earth visible from space. Las Vegas is world famous for its vibrant nightlife, casinos, and entertainment attracting millions of visitors every year. That's pretty interesting. You can see it from space. The Las Vegas Strip. Canadian judge rules that giving someone the middle finger is good given right. Well, if the judge says so, how often do you just want to do that? You don't have to say nothing. You just, or maybe even a double. According to a Canadian judge, it's okay to give somebody the finger. Why not? Why not? This just came across my phone. Gavin Newsom is going to sue the Trump administration for deploying the National Guard. Of course he is. Of course he is, Gavin. Isn't he the nephew of Pelosi? Mel Lennon Reed, hello. I hope you're doing well, you and your family. So it's okay. Is it okay to give someone a finger? Why not? Why not? Japanese man holds a world record for 10,507 push-ups without stopping. I can't even do two or one decent one. October 1980, Muro Hashika from Japan set an incredible world record by performing 10,507 consecutive push-ups without stopping, a feat that's never been beaten, while it remains one of the most impressive displays of physical endurance. Guinness World Records has since retired the category, now focusing instead on long duration of challenges. To imagine that 10,507 push-ups without stopping? Wow. Insane. Go Yankees, Red Sox are garbage. And Yankees fan from the, oh yeah, Ryan. Go Yankees is right. Oh, thank you, David. Newsom's aunt is Nancy Pelosi. So there you go. Garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. Well, folks, I don't know. It is coming to the end of the hour. We got more stuff tomorrow for Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. And don't forget Wednesday, my friend Allie talks about yoga. For you into yoga, or maybe you want to interested in learning yoga or beginning yoga, my friend Allie is going to help you answer all the questions you need about yoga and how good it is for you and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so Newsom is not Nancy Pelosi's nephew. All right, so here we go. Thank you, Boyd. You know, it's funny because two people told me he wasn't. I met somebody actually Saturday in Wisconsin from California, and he said they were not related. But then people say that he is. So who the hell knows? Anyway, it's on that side of that. I don't trust anything that side say. Ugh. I don't trust anything that side says. So who knows? Maybe they're brother and sister. Maybe they're first cousins. Who knows what they are? But at least we got some two different opinions. But thank you guys for your opinions anyway. That's what I heard the same thing. But thank you, Boyd, for that. All right, guys, we're running out of time, but we got time for our good friends from ImperialX. Becoming your own bank. Imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, and making your dream retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson, Craig Cogman will help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Give them a call at 630-890-1213 or book them on Calendly for a free consultation and start building the retirement you deserve. That's ImperialX. 630-890-1213. Tell them Tony O sent you, Wendy and Craig. Guys, it's coming to the end of the hour. And don't forget, busy week Wednesday, we'll be outside in the patio in Glendale Heights at Pronto's. So hope to see you guys there. Me and Jerry Jam, 7 o'clock. Thursday, we'll be outside again at Pasta Mia in Bartlett with Double T Tony Toto. That's a 7 o'clock hit. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, we'll be at the Lyric Theater with Oceans Rat Pack in Blue Island. And Sunday, we'll be outside at a beautiful festival in Dubuque, Iowa with Oceans Rat Pack. All right, birthdays for June 9th. Irene Michaels, a great singer in the Chicagoland area. Irene turning 80 years old. Ellen Foley, British singer, celebrating her birthday. Pete Noon, Hermits, 77 years old. My friend Lillian, if you're listening, honey, hope you're feeling better and happy birthday. Of course, Dean Martin's birthday was June 7th. Michael Pence, former vice president and former 65 years old. Mick Foley, Mankind, WWF, WWE, 59 years old. Michael J. Fox is 63. Let's say happy birthday to Albert's mom, Fanny. Albert, happy birthday to your mom, Fanny. God bless, man. God bless. Pretty cool. Let's see. Tracy Baclieri from Good Clean Fun and the Taylor Swift Experience. Celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Tracy. Taylor Dane, tell it to my heart. 63 years old. Christian Knievel, another great singer in the Chicagoland area. Has worked with us a few times. Of course, her father was Robbie Knievel and her grandfather was Evel Knievel, celebrating a birthday. And Frank Sinatra's daughter, Nancy. These boots are made for walking and something stupid. 85 years old, Nancy Sinatra. Woo! That's right, folks. It is time for us to go. And we want to what's the name of the restaurant you'll be playing in Arizona? Dolce, D-O-L-C-E in Scottsdale or Phoenix. Jill, we'll give you more information on that. And don't forget, Tony Ocean and Friends are going to be happening at the Des Plaines Theater Sunday, November 9th. What a lineup. It's going to be a lot of fun. Osho.com. All right, guys. We want to thank our great friends again from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local, shop local. Buy a Blackstone Iron Forge 4-burner outdoor grill for $549 and get a stainless steel burger press kit, $69 value for free. As always, you purchase any grill for $309 or up, comes with a free sauce or rub of your choice, plus free assembly and delivery. Get a free $10 gift card when you purchase a $50 gift card. Many more offers, both for Father's Day in the month of June. Come on by and grab those savings. My good friends from Ace, and download the Ace Rewards app. Either way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware. Everything is slow, folks. As you can see, that's still up there. I can't get it off. All right, there it is. Oh, back again. Anyway, we got to go. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, folks. If you're offended with this show or anything you hear on the radio or anything you're watching on TV, shut it off. It's okay to be offended. But remember one thing. If you're offended, doesn't mean you're right. Be kind to one another. Sir Richard Starkey, Ringo Starr, looks like he's going to tour with Paul McCartney. So that'd be interesting to see. He says peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Tomorrow, we'll be back, Twisted Tuesday with Carol Bandolino. You guys have an incredible day. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Nick Sahajas, take us.
It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.